Here is a bombshell. One of Senzo Meyiwa's suspected killers was in contact with Kelly Khumalo. Haibo, let me welcome you. Hello, hi, Sawubona, and welcome to Masha's Safe Space. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Let us get right onto this one. So, Sonkege, we are glued to the screens, right? The case of Senzo Meyiwa is back on. Aike. We heard a testimony from a state witness by the name of Colonel Styne. So Colonel Styne bambizile ukuthi Colonel Styne sizosichazela kahle ukuthi ama calls alabantu ababesendlini laphana kahle kahle yini ama records ayo. Ayiweza ke ne expert analysis yakhe. Mind you, lo baba lo has been in this field for 41 years. Guys, akusumuntu akusuyifunda makhwela leli. This is a person who knows exactly what they're talking about. Lalela ukuthi uthini. One of the accused being Fiso Ntuli made 2 calls to Kelly Khumalo 11 days before Senzo Meyiwa was killed. The first call took place on the 2nd of August 2014, while the second call took place on the 15th of October 2014. This does not make sense. Ayipheleli ke lapho because he further revealed ukuthi phone number ka Senzo Meyiwa was SIM swiped, ne? It was SIM swiped to someone nje who's affiliated to iBhola, to phone yomunye umuntu nje who's affiliated to iBhola. However, it was SIM swiped legit a day after he was killed on the 26th of October 2014, and 8 calls were made from the SIM swiped number to Kelly Khumalo. Yabona ukuthi bro, kwasholo screw, bro, my head is spinning. Hayi ke uStyne akagcinanga lapho. Styne also provided his expert analysis, ne? Nayi ke enye shocking revelation. He found that there is evidence ukuthi a device boot up occurred between umhla 27 October 2014 around 1:30, just hours nje kokushona kwaSenzo efonini kaKelly Khumalo, which then indicates ukuthi some or all of the phone's memory was wiped. Kuyasetshenzwa la guys, kuyasetshenzwa la. Waphinde futhi washo uStyne wenkosi ukuthi wonke umuntu who is an accused, according to i-analysis yakhe nama records walama phone wabo, wonke umuntu who's accused on the case bayazana. They know each other, guys. Wonke umuntu who's accused bayazana. So nayi ke enye into efike ingxaki. uStyne uthi kithi iphone kaSenzo Meyiwa ikhomba ukuthi Senzo Meyiwa yayingasesibhedlela. Iphone kaSenzo Meyiwa yayingasesibhedlela. Nizokhumbula ukuthi uZandile uma ZZ Khumalo Gumede uthe kithi akasakhumbuli noma ifoni kaSenzo Meyiwa bayithola ngasekhishini noma ngase-dining roomini uma bebuya esibhedlela, something along those lines. Please do not misquote me, right? So this is another contradicting fact right now. So hey guys, the plot keeps on thickening. Kodwa ke mina I am glad ukuthi with this new judge and this revised trial, I don't know what to call it, things ngazathi manje seziyahlangana. Sesiyabona manje ukuthi siyaphi. Sesiyabona ngazathi kuyakhanya manje. Kodwa ke even noma sekukhanya kanje, i-state still samele sisiphendule. The state still has got to answer to us. Sisitshele kahle ukuthi what's going on. What went wrong? Because there is a lot to be questioned. Sebefikile la manje, they've opened a big can of worms, and ngitheme ngenza lapha a bit of research yami, if you know what I mean. Ngafike ngahlangana nenye i-tweet, guys, from Umzilikazi. I thought I must share this tweet nani, because if Umzilikazi asked these questions, amaphoyisa kahle kahle abenzani sonke lesikhathi? Why were they just asking questions angasisi indawo and wasting state's money and wasting our own money and keep on hurting families abantu? I'm going to include the video. Unpacking Senzo Meyiwa murder investigation bangle. Police must tell South Africa who, within their ranks, allowed 2 different teams to investigate one case. Team 1 reporting directly to Minister Bheki, while Team 2 to former Commissioner Kehla Sithole. They must also explain why Maggie Phiri was not arrested on the spot for interfering with the crime scene. After she admitted cleaning up the house before police arrived, they must tell South Africa why no single statement from everyone who was in the house was taken that night. The people who were in the house must tell South Africa why they didn't call the police or ask for help. It was only a neighbor, a retired cop, who blew the whistle to alert the others and personally called the cops. One cell phone that was in the house was never handed over. Two potential witnesses, Thabang Makelene and Simphiwe Ngwenya, who were sitting on the street corner that night, are both dead. Simphiwe was shot and Thabang was allegedly poisoned. Thabang's girlfriend was told to clean his room where he died and throw away everything in it. Senior police officers arrived at the scene that night to do what exactly? Who was in charge of all the police that were there that night? Why no statements were taken from all the cops that came to the crime scene? Where did everyone who was in the house sleep that night? The NPA must tell us which of the two investigating teams they recognized and why. They must also tell us which one of the dockets they have built their case on and what informed them to disregard the other document over the other. The dockets have two sets of suspects. Why so? Can we have the names of everyone, the police and neighbors who was or came to the house? Can we have all the phone calls made by everyone who was in the house before and after Senzo was killed? Where is the towel that used to stop Senzo from bleeding when he was rushed to hospital? What happened to the mastermind? Why he or she is not named on the docket? What happened to the 150K reward? How many people were arrested and questioned over Senzo's death? And what happened to the so-called getaway vehicle? Why these 5 suspects were arrested? Who is paying their legal fees? Who does this hat belong to? What gun was used to kill Senzo? And a revolver, a 9mm pistol? Who found the cartridge and where is it? When was it found? Amongst the arrested suspects, who had dreadlocks back in October 2014 and why did he cut them now? Who was the original lead investigator in the case and why was he or she removed? Who took over from him or her? And again, why was he or she removed? Who are the names of Senzo's killers that his own father, Sam, gave to the police in 2015? Who was his source? Who used Senzo's phone for more than 24 hours after he was killed? Why only one of the phones was stolen that night while there were more than 8 different cell phones, including an iPhone, in the house that night? Who was the first person to be called after Senzo was killed and why that person? Who took Tumelo Madlala to visit Senzo's grave in the middle of the night after Meyiwa's families barred him from attending Senzo's funeral? Why was Mthokozi Sithwala kidnapped and tortured by the police? What lies they wanted him to say in his affidavit? Who visited General Philani Ndlovu hours before he died and what did they want from him? Why there's no statement from him explaining what happened on the night Senzo was killed? Will his death not really have an impact on Surgeon Mosia's pins everything on him? One of Senzo's best friends, Tumelo Madlala, who was in the house when he was shot, is expected to testify tomorrow. He was in Joburg for less than an hour when Senzo was shot. It would be interesting to hear where he spent the night and why he didn't attend the funeral. Where are the sneakers Senzo was wearing when he was taken to hospital? Where is the towel covered with his blood that was used to cover the bullet hole when he was rushed to hospital? Why was it a mission to hand over Senzo's belongings to his family? Can we have a list of at least the first 10 people that each and everyone who was in the house called after Senzo was shot? Where exactly did Senzo die? In the dining room, between the sofa and TV, or someone's arm, in the car, or at hospital? Why people in the house when Senzo was shot didn't call the police? Why Tumelo Madlala refused to attend Senzo's funeral when offered a lift to Durban by one of Senzo's friends? Who took Tumelo Madlala to a witness protection after Senzo was shot and why did he run away from it? Someone who was in the house when Senzo was shot didn't hand over their second cell phone, which they had with them on the day. To the police, when all cell phones were present, they were supposed to be handed over. Who is this person and why did they hide that particular cell phone to the police? Because it states Aishem took them way too long to even get to the real questions, just like Umzilikazi. Kelly Khumalo went on to make an album, waze waba artist le gospel back to her roots, waze wakhipha ama products. Babes continued living her life, making money. If it is her who is involved, how is it ukuthi she's not even in the list as a witness? Okay, fine. Okay, then she can't be involved. Anyway, if she has so much isandla sakhe singene kangaka kule case, ayibona ukuthi isandla sakhe sikangakanani kule case, igama lakhe limane li-pop up, akasiyi states, akasiyi witness, akaquestionwa nje, indaba yakhe sibeke eceleni. Why? Why? Kanti le justice ifikela banjani? Lo mthetho unamandla kwabanjani? It does not make sense for mina mayifika lapho. Anyway, this is the end of it for me. Thank you so much for staying tuned up until to this point. Please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you come back again soon, babes, because best believe you'll find something fresh for you to enjoy. Other than that, thank you so much for staying tuned. Have a lovely one. Bye-bye.